the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Jennings. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Quick release on the RPO. At the 35, he's open. Lot of room to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start again better than that.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw him before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Nice move to keep running. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Stanford quickly to the line. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brinson. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Mustangs are marching down the field. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Brinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He wants to throw it again. Here's the heat. Takes the grab. It's Cooper. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first. Makes a grab past the marker. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. we have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Brett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
And they can't make the play on third down. And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on the...
Gashing the D on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw it. Unloads it left. All alone, he's got it. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Harden.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from Wentz.
Grab behind the line. It's Harden. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be First and goal from the 8. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off play action on first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Bring in the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds his man. It's Hudson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes one man miss.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth there if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the ground with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. He's got it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. A run for the quarterback. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hit.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up the throw. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. can give to the defense, not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback on the keeper. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gonna take a shot. It's a running room. The 20. Touchdown, Stanford! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And these plays take time to develop. Nice job by the offensive line, buying some time. And how about the quarterback with a great decision? Seeing his receiver start on the left side, come all the way across the formation, get him the football. He does the rest, gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Both of these teams working over this scoreboard so far, Jesse.
And I think for the offense on the field now, they can't worry about the other offense. Obviously, they've both been having success. You just got to focus on yourself, keep executing, because you've been lighting up the scoreboard.
And defensively, heck, you might as well be aggressive. All you got to do is get one turnover, get the ball back to your offense, because your offense has been great all day long.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. The sure hands, it's Renson. Turning it on! And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Renson. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Offense is now set up in the red zone.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Makes the grab. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's caught. It's Hudson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for room. It's Irvin. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA